Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Godsoe, and welcome to Velocity Online Racing's coverage of Round 3 of Season 13 of the VOR Signature Series, the IndyCar Championship. And today we come to you from the oldest continually operated racetrack in the world for auto racing. It is the Milwaukee Mile here on the grounds of the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds for the Milwaukee 250 by LOVERN'S, Inc. Joining me in the booth, we have quite the big field today. Clendy, we're here again from yesterday's race when we had the Iconic Series, and that was pretty entertaining, but my understanding is going into this one's going to be possibly even more entertaining.
You're going to see some of the more experienced drivers in the field work their way to the front. However, Jesper Orman will not be doing so from the back like he did yesterday, provisionally on the pole. The man from Sweden has the top spot for now.
So yesterday, 175 laps, 175 miles in the DW12. Today, a much longer race, 250 miles, 250 laps here at the Milwaukee Mile. So long, challenging race ahead of these drivers coming to the green flag this time by underway, and our defending series champion goes right to the point.
What a great start from these competitors. The Milwaukee front stretch doesn't let you start until well down the front stretch. It often leads to people trying to jump or get an unfair advantage, which causes an accordion. Really well done from the field there.
Battle here between Nunez and Millward. Millward gaining a spot there. Looking to the inside is Jaco Seegers. Excuse me. And he is making his first start here in the series. Becerra still on the outside of Sauvazzi. Gets the pass. Looking to the inside, Lovern into 3. He's trying to get that pass, but the high line. We've been told multiple lines you can work with these cars in these corners, and we're seeing it. At least 3 lines for the first couple of laps. We heard that there's more involved there if we get more cars involved. Brewer on the low side underneath Pim. Move Brewer up to 5th.
It's so awesome how you can see cars take different lines and carry radically different amounts of speed through the corner. Nunez, Seegers, Strauss, and Solowetch are all doing something different here back at the tail end of the top 10. You can kind of just see them all fan out and then dart to wherever they want to be in the corner. It's really beautiful to watch.
Christensen and Santos also in the battle is Inch. This is for 17th, further on back.
Oh, almost 3 wide there for a moment. Santos really dived through the center of the corner there, had a lot of trust in his competitors. Worked out for him.
Sauvazzi and Lovern side by side off 3 and 4, and Sauvazzi just slides up in front of Lovern. 3 different lines right there. You see on the bottom was, we got Millward on the bottom, we had Nunez in the middle, we had Strauss up top. Now this time Strauss underneath Nunez. Whoa, that was close. Wheel-to-wheel action here. You always got to be cognizant of netcode, especially with the drivers outside of the Eurozone. This is where the race is being hosted. It's being hosted in Europe. Here's Nunez to the
Millward's
inside.
Under attack.
Yeah, he is. He tries to
That's what I'm talking about. Look at how much more momentum Millward got off the center of the corner just from taking a different line. It's so awesome to see these cars carry so much different amounts of speed through these corners. It's like, I'll be fast on middle, I'll be fast on entry, but I can't be fast on exit.
Oh, contact!
And you have somebody who's fast on... Oh, not in trouble!
Strauss has such a run that he is in the back end of Millward, and that's where the contact occurs right there. You see that he's just got to run. Oh, crap, he's going high with me. And the closing rate of these cars, again, show that even the mere humans behind the wheel just don't have the time to slow down before contact is made. Everybody quickly single file again. The 2 guys stopped. Gretsch got around to Sarah. And Gretsch actually just passed him on the outside with the fresher tires and moves right around him. Slides right in front of him, but he gets the position. Meanwhile, up front, Pim Van Gastel and a side-by-side battle with Luis Nunez. Whoa! Gretsch had a moment coming off the corner and almost had Nick Pollard in his rear attenuator. Also taking evasive action, Hugo Galles. So this whole group trying to, Gretsch in the wall. Contact off the wall off of turn 2, and that is Jaco Seegers. We are cautioned as he had a big hit to the inside off of 2.
I think Dan Ench did not go all the way to the wall on exit, and Jaco expected him to. There's probably 7/8 of a car width higher that Dan Ench could go, and Jaco expected him to use all of the track. I think Dan either was loose or didn't know if Jaco was that close. One thing led to another, and they both ran out of real estate really quickly. A little bit of a check up here. Let's make sure everyone gets through this restart cleanly. A couple bigger gaps back in the field, but no contact. Good job
Lovern
from the
and
drivers
Brewer side by side off the corner. Whoa, 3 wide off the corner. Whitaker, Christensen, Santos, which will be the Iconic Series race next week on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on the VOR channel. Don't miss it.
Oh, Solowich cleared himself off of 2. What a move there.
Still wrapped up in lap traffic, and Molina kisses the wall coming off of 4. That opens the door back up for Bree, smelling blood in the water, try to get that position back. Molina's going to fade to the inside on Bree. Bree's going to hold it out high, get a big run off the high side. But not a good exit for Molina, and he gives up the position to Bree. Move Bree now up to 14th.
Nunez is now to the inside again. On the attack.
Oof. Crossover. But I don't think there's going to be enough momentum there to get Lover in the position back. Well, he just sends it. It's going to prove me wrong. He sends it to the inside, gets side by side with Luis Nunez. But Nunez going to keep the momentum and the high side and gets the position. Ooh.
Love the fight from Lovern today. That was a bold move.
There's Shane Coker putting a pass on Kyle Gretsch. Kyle did come in for his stop about 15 laps ago. All right, Orman now around Bree, as we showed you that. Now he's getting ready to approach Lucas Santos in 13.
Elmo Sullivan has said he's pitting.
Sullivan, pit road right now. Now Orman is lapped
I think
up
Bree
to
learned
12th.
something following Orman.
Yeah, he might have.
Because he's picked up the pace considerably after getting lapped.
Yeah, here's Bree again on the inside of Christensen. Oh, he sends it into 3 and slides up behind him. Very dangerous pit road entry here. And he spins coming to pit road. He's sideways on pit road. Now he's backwards. He's backing it up. Here come cars on the pit road, including Altena. And Silvazzi. So that is disastrous for Lover. Orman still out there. Brewer now second, who is about a half a lap behind Orman at the moment. He might have had too much weight jacker in it from before, and you need to dial that down a little bit when you get new tires and everything, and that brings him sideways off of 4 and brings him out to a caution. Wow. Okay, so yeah, you're right. This changes everything. Jesper Orman now comes to pit road. He is your leader. Now, all these cars in front of him are going to get a wave around. Jesper wastes no time coming back up to speed. He is your leader going into 1 with Mitchum, Gallas, and Inch right behind him as lap traffic. The first car in this battle is Pim, and Pim is being swamped right now.
That was super timely for Pim. He got to move up from 8th or 10th in the running order to 2nd, just by virtue of delaying his pit stop.
But look at this traffic around him, and now here comes Julian for position. Here's a battle for position now with Santos and Gretsch in front of in this battle. Lovern taking evasive action on the backstretch. Julian to the inside. This is for second spot. Even though, look at the 3 different lines, about 2 or 3 rows deep going into 3 and 4. And Orman is out to a 7.5 second lead.
Oh, and he almost spun off of turn 2. Greedy, Jesper.
Let's see what happens. He gets way up in the gray. He power slides the car through 2, catches it coming off of 2, and doesn't really lose that much time. Pim Van Gastel, who managed to stay out longer than everybody but the leader in the last pit stop cycle. He has worked his way up now to 5th as everyone around him is racing hard. Oh, look at Brewer on the high side.
And that's an absolute hornet's nest now.
Christensen and Brewer, that's a battle. They're both 1 lap down. So the top 5 are all on the lead lap. Everyone else from 6th on down, which is Nunez right here, he is the first car 1 lap down.
Oh, no. Too much rumble strip.
A lot of rumble strip. And he spins out right in front of our leader. Is Orman, Altena, Van Gastel, O'Sullivan, and Stout your top 5. And Nunez rejoins the lead lap. He is now the last car on the lead lap in 6th spot. And that unfortunately ends a good day for Matt Brewer. Started 7th, was in the top 10 for pretty much the entire day. Julian sticking with so close coming off of pit road. Liam O'Sullivan leading for the first time today. Carl Stout 2nd, Luis Nunez 3rd. Orman, who's dominated today, now back in 4th. Altena 5th. Here we go. Green flag, a very slow restart for O'Sullivan. Savazzi back on the lead lap. I told you he was wanting to get it. He was a lap down, no more than caution on the racetrack. Lucas Santos again.
That is the third strike for Lucas Santos off of turn 4.
But I'm sure that's not what he wanted to see happen, and taking out one of the leaders as a result. I'm sure Santos is not looking forward to that steward report when it comes out midweek. He'll be starting a little bit further on back than he wants to when we get to Iowa here in 2 weeks for the IndyCar Championship. Bit of a jumbled start further on back. But we'll keep an eye on Silvazzi now. We have 8 cars now on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap is Caustic Solwedge. But I think everybody is currently moving right now, so he's trying to prevent himself from going deeper into the standings. Car in the wall. Silvazzi. Silvazzi's missing a front wing.
The man in the chair.
And he gets the Pim.
Sends it to the inside just a little too hard, and that damage
that's
unfixable. Oh,
that is, and he's coming to pit road right now to get that looked at, and that has impact on the points as well. Gary's currently in 11th. He's had himself a pretty good weekend here, Milwaukee weekend here in the Lassie Online Racing Leagues. Had himself a top 10 yesterday in that yellow flag again. Pim Van Gastel. How did this happen? How did this develop? Did he get a little help? It looks like a whole lot of netcode, and Pim's day done after a great race. Luis Nunez in a battle to attack now. The inside of Stout. He's going to look. He's going to try to send it. I think Stout actually gave him a little bit of dirty air going into 3. Did not make things easy. Now Nunez back in line, trying to run down Stout for 3rd. Gallas and Coker in a battle for 3-lap down cars for 12th. Caution! Braden Whitaker.
He just lost it. Too much wheel, not enough grip in the tires. I don't know if they weren't up to temp or just the car was lighter and turning more than it had all day. Just bit on him and snapped.
And the leaders now take the green flag. And Molina's going to be on the apron coming up the speed. He needs to hustle now.
He'll be out of the way. He's got a black flag to serve anyway.
Oh, did he speed on pit road?
Here again to serve the black.
Did he speed on pit road?
No, he entered a closed pit because the race control shortened the caution, so the pits were never open for him, and so he chose to pit and got a penalty that was not waived.
Battle between Bree and Solwich for 6th. Coker and Gallas for 10th.
And that would put Coker up 13 spots on the day.
Coker now into 10th. For a dominant day for the IAR driver, white flag in the air. O'Sullivan 1.8. So he has reeled him in a little bit. Down the backstretch for the final time. Lap traffic in front of him not going to be a factor. Midway through 3 and 4. And he can glide into a winner's circle here, getting the win. And boy, did he put a stomping on the field. Jesper Orman, your winner at the Milwaukee Mile. And here you go. Jesper Orman, winner by 1.7 seconds, but he dominated really much more than that. Liam O'Sullivan very quietly with a good performance in P2. Him, and like we said, him and Carl Sauter finishes in third. Really just had a straightforward, keep the cars off the wall, pointed in the right direction, and we will do fine type of day. They do well for Altena Autosport. Luis Nunez, at one point, this guy was a lap down, gets back on the lead lap, comes home with a top 5 in 4th. John Christensen, your biggest gainer of the day. Christensen in a very much a Christensen-type drive, comes home in 5th, up 16 spots. Tim Bree, he, again, we kind of called him the vulture on this one. Very opportunistic, picked up a lot of positions to get inside the top 10, but by following the leader, getting around those guys. The leader put a lap down, and then he gets in a position where he gets his lap back, and he finishes 6th. Great job for Tim. Solwedge, not a good day yesterday, but a lot of redemption for him today. 7th. Lovern, another top 10 for Lovern. Top 10 yesterday, top 10 here today. Tessera, 9th. Tessera, very quiet race, started up front, but recovered. Shane Coker, another one of those type of races. He wasn't feeling well yesterday. I imagine he's probably feeling a little bit better today, but still not 100%. Another top 10 for Coker in 10th.